Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. We're going to be taking on Falkirk just now at the Falkirk Stadium. As you can see, Celtic have won 3-1 earlier on today. That leaves them in 7th, level with us on 3 points, but we obviously have that game in hand. Victory will take us up to 2nd place above Kilmarnock, just behind Dundee United, who will, of course, we will still have a game in hand over them. Let's have a little look at this Ronan guy at Dundee United, who's got 5 goals in the opening 3 games. They brought him in from Rio Ave on a free, so maybe have a wee look at him and see how he gets on the rest of the season. But it is now, of course, about playing Falkirk at the Falkirk Stadium. John McGinn sadly injured at the moment, so we'll be bringing in a replacement for him, which will be in the form of Danilo Cataldi. Cataldi himself can do 75 minutes in this game, so I'm going to give him the same box-to-box role as McGinn, and he'll start today. In terms of everybody else, nobody else is going to come into the side, I don't think. Maybe Borthwick Jackson could come on the bench for Mitchell, I suppose. We'll go that way round. In fact, do you know what? Borthwick Jackson can play, Mitchell will be the bench, and Maximiliano Oliveira will drop out altogether. So the squad for the game coming up at Falkirk will be Fulton, Byram, Cardoso, Wallace, Borthwick Jackson, Burjonas, Cataldi, O'Halloran, Henderson, Afif and Morelos. Very similar to the side that went away to Greece and turned over Olympiacos, obviously in that excellent result last time out. 4-4-2 from Falkirk today. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Play your own game and we'll win. Michael O'Halloran and Liam Henderson liking that team talk from us. And we'll just encourage the players as we normally do. Hopefully we can get another strong away result today. 2 away games to start the season. If we can get 6 points from those and another good performance, then we'll be obviously happy with that. Very weird looking stadium here, this Falkirk Stadium. Stanton plays at the Gallagher to Hippolyte now, into O'Hara. It's a bit of good play actually from Falkirk there. O'Hara coming forward, running at our back line, tries to switch it, but Henderson tracked back very well. Wallace to Borthwick Jackson now, sends it quickly into Morelos. That's an excellent pass, and now it's with Cataldi and we can work our way forward. Well done winning the ball back. Jonas hits Morelos now, holds it up well, plays it to O'Halloran. We're pinging it round well. Does he have the final cross here? O'Halloran whips it in, Morelos rises and just cushions it over the bar. But a good start after only a minute and a half. Falkirk grown back into the game though. Murray Wallace heads it away. Morelos challenging for this, wins it well. Holding it up, Burjonas now to Cataldi. That's an excellent pass. Morelos is running through. Looks to Henderson, then Morelos holds it up now, back to Cataldi, bursting into the box, hits one. It's an easy save though for Scully. We are getting through their defence pretty readily though. Eventually we're going to take one of these chances, although statistically we're very similar. Possessions bouncing back and forward here, about 50-50. 4 shots, 2 on target each in the opening 25 minutes. Good start you would say for Falkirk, even though we have had a couple of chances. Morelos now for Afif. It's not oh, it is a great ball in the end. Afif now's got to square this. Somebody running on. That's a terrible pass, and Hippolyte can get it away easily. It's a horribly overhit cross from Afif there. O'Halloran digs it across, and it's so easy for the keeper. O'Halloran and Afif there. Terrible balls in, and it allows Falkirk to come forward here from the goalkeeper. Scully goes very long, but it's picked up by Cardoso and Wallace, so they deal with it very comfortably at the back there. A really good centre-back pairing we have now, I think. As Burjonas finds Henderson into Morelos, moving quickly. Burjonas, we're stroking it about so well, and Morelos looks so confident holding it up now as Cataldi finds him. Back to Cataldi, who has a pot shot, and it's a good save for the keeper again. Pressure is building on Falkirk, but they are surviving. You know the old thing about having to score when you're on top. Let's hope we do manage to grab that goal. Could come back to haunt us if we don't, as Cataldi is judged offside. Very similar numbers statistically. As Afif's delivering a corner for us now, in it comes. Too easily for Mitchell away. Burjonas tees up Henderson though as it sails over the bar. We need to hope we're no punished for this. Really, really poor, indecisive finishing from us. Scully goes long. Hippolyte nods it on. Burjonas manages to cover, but Hippolyte gets it again. Come on, we can't let them have possession here. Sibbald, Hippolyte. O'Halloran nicks it. There we go. We're doing so well at winning the ball back. Henderson releases O'Halloran. Got to find the cross here to Morelos. Cross it quickly. O'Halloran in. Morelos sweeps it home. 1-0. That's exactly what we needed coming into the break. Falkirk will be gutted about surviving so long, but it was coming. Surviving so long and not managing to make the break, should say. Falkirk will be gutted about that, but it was coming. We have built a statistical advantage now. 12 shots now just to their 5, so we're definitely dominating the game. And could we get a second here? Hopefully kill the game before the break. Not with passing like that. Porteous and Mitchell stroking it around over the top. Should be dealt with by Cardoso. Lovely header away. He's still wanted by a lot of top teams and could well still leave this window, Cardoso, but it was good play from him there. He's done really well actually at the start of this season, but if we can get like a 15 million fee, then we need to let him go. We have Ivanildo Fernandez who can step in there for him still. And Fulton takes his time, knocks it long. A Afif for Morelos. O'Halloran's away. Good pass, lets it run across him. Got to be one of those midfielders arriving on the end of this. Morelos hits it off somebody, Jonas. Cataldi smashes one, deflects. Afif smashes one, and it is in. Possibly a little harsh on Falkirk, the fact that we've hit them twice before the break. But it was an excellent shot. You can't let us get that many shots in. Cataldi firing, then Afif firing. And it could well get worse before the break. We're going to press them quickly after kick-off here. Porteous and Stanton and Mitchell, who goes over the top again. Cardoso should be there again now. He leaves it to Fulton even. And Falkirk's long ball tactics aren't working for them thus far. They did manage to beat Celtic here in the cup, but they're not having much luck against us. As Fulton will waste a bit of time here. I think he's going to put it back down again. He does indeed. Tiring out that Falkirk striker. And he just knocks it over the top of him to Sam Byram. And Cardoso, the pressing is really high here, but we always have that easy ball back to Ian Fulton. And you can knock it long to O'Halloran, takes it down to Henderson. We're playing so well here. We look by far the superior team, which of course we are, but seasons going by, this could have been a tricky away tie for us. O'Halloran racing down the line, tees up Byram for a cross, it's in. Afif is there at the back stick, and it is Akram Afif for 3-0 before the half-time break. And what a player Akram Afif's turned out to be. Got him for a free as well. One of the guys we brought in on trial a couple of seasons back turns out to be Akram Afif, who's done so well off that left-hand side. And the stats at the end of the half, actually 59% possession, 15 shots to just their 5, and 9 on target to their 3. Just seems like as a half wore on, we were just too much for Falkirk. And we have the 3-0 advantage. Very pleased with your performance, guys, and we can obviously make some changes here, get some rotational boys on. Jordan Houston comes on for O'Halloran. We want Houston to get more experience in that winger role. We will go with Haksabanovic for Liam Henderson. We'll allow Akram Afif to play in the middle. Yeah, we'll just let him play the same. We'll let him play that attacking midfielder role. I would have just took Akram Afif off for Haksabanovic, but he's obviously on the hat-trick, so we'll let him get that if possible. But we also want Haksabanovic to get some game time. Oh, dangerous ball back to the keeper there. Mitchell will recover it back to the keeper. Morelos almost pinched that, but they've got away with it and got it out to Sibbald now. Down the line for Naismith, getting away from Cardoso. They need to go quickly if they're going to have a chance. Naismith whips it in. O'Hara heads it, and it is 3-1. Kevin O'Hara with the goal. Just tell the boys to concentrate a little bit here. There's no danger at the moment. It's 3-1. Still got a 2-goal cushion. And here's the kick-off. Let's hit them immediately. Afif, Wallace, Borthwick Jackson. Let's no panic. Haksabanovic takes it nicely into Cataldi. Here we go. Hit back immediately for 4-1, and that will just cripple them. Afif, can he find Morelos or O'Halloran? Or Houston, pardon me, I should say. Finds Byram or Jonas. We're stroking it about well. We've still got some confidence despite conceding. Cataldi, Morelos is at 4. It is indeed 4. Morelos, and we hit back immediately. That should crush Falkirk. Morelos and Afif both on hat-tricks today. Both turned out to be two amazing players. Oh, there's some more action. Hell of a start to the second half. Stanton, Mitchell, Porteous gives it away. Morelos is in for that hat-trick now. Can he score one-on-one? No. They never score one-on-one in this damn game. And Barjonas's ball is cleared away. And Sibbald will complete said clearance. Up to Naismith. Cal Naismith running. Good challenge flying in by Byram. Wins the ball in the end. And Rangers free kick given. Good defending. Sam Byram is settled in so well here at Rangers. And it's yet more action at the start of this half. Gallagher's throw for Burns. Back to Gallagher. Can knock it forward for Naismith. Bit too much space, but his ball's poor. Cardoso gets it to Byram. Just has to clear. Oh, and Cataldi can flick it forward for a Fief. Here we go in the counter now after a bit of a rushed clearance. A Fief's also on for a hat-trick. Running down the line. Can he find Morelos for his hat-trick instead? It's whipped in. It's Morelos. It's glanced across goal. It is 5-1 and it's a Morelos hat-trick. And I actually don't have any striker on the bench. So who do we bring on? We'll bring on Ryan Jack for Jamie Barjonas, because why not? Actually, no, cancel that. We'll bring him on for Cataldi, because he wasn't to get the whole game. That's how we'll do it. And it's 5-1 for the second game in a row at the start of the season. We've scored 5, conceded 1, but there's still time for many more goals. And it's more action. It's possibly the most action-packed opening 10 minutes to a half we've seen. Porteous now, is they going to go long again? No, he goes to Gallagher and Burns. It's good. See, they look pretty decent when they try and actually play football. It's when they knock it long that they're losing it. As it goes into O'Hara. Coming down that right hand side, pokes it forward, should be defended by Cardoso. It is indeed back to Fulton too. He knocks it long, but it's easy for Stanton. And Cragen, what a game this has been. It's over the top, should be easy for Fulton, and it is. I wonder how good. We'll need to take actually a look at Ian Fulton's passing stats, because he looks pretty good on the ball. Porteous to Burns. Burns manages to beat 2 of our men in the air and head it to Sibbald. Byram can't quite defend. It's a good ball in on Cardoso's blind side. Naismith is in, shoots, it's across Ian Fulton, and it is in for 5-2. And that's been, what, 4 goals in the opening 7 minutes of the second half, and there could be more in the opening 10. Haksabanovic whipping in the corner. Wallace is there, Gallagher away though. Many of our men around the ball, drops for Cardoso. Teeing up Barjonas for a shot, and it is in. It is 6-2. It's been an absolutely electric opening 10 minutes. We've scored 3 goals. Falkirk have scored 2. An incredible start to the second half. And will things calm down now? It looks like they will, but well, here we go. Hendry now with the throw to Falkirk. Sibbald flicks it on. Naismith takes a touch, fires it across. O'Hara's there. Can Borthwick Jackson nick it? O'Hara whips it in. Come on, defence. Cal Naismith down to Harvey Sinclair, who scores. And it's 6-3 now. I'll tell him to concentrate a bit here. Not giving any encouragement to Falkirk as it is a corner. Barjonas in. Houston's trying to get it. Porteous away. Morelos, who's of course already got a hat-trick, into a Fief, who needs one more goal for a hat-trick of his own. Marshalled well with the Falkirk defenders, but Barjonas does get it. Round the corner to a Fief. Nope, just simple ball to Jack. He plays it into a Fief. Haksabanovic quickly moving it. Morelos loses it. Stanton back to Scully. Possible chance for a Falkirk counter. That's easy for Cardoso. Jack, a Fief. Does he have a ball over the top to Haksabanovic? No, he just goes into feet. Haksabanovic finds Barjonas now. It's a good run forward for a Fief. Does he have that hat-trick? He's pushed a bit wide. Shoots in the end, but it's a good save by Scully. And the start of our season has been absolute goals galore. Bit disappointed today that Falkirk have managed 3 of their own, but another 6 for us. Sibbald heads it to Naismith. Excellent challenge, Jack, but it's going to play in O'Hara. Tight angle, but he scores. Kevin O'Hara. It is 6-4, and we need to tighten up now. All of a sudden. And from 6-2 and absolutely coasting, we're now at 6-4 and concerned a little bit. There we go. Since telling them to tighten up, the game has calmed down, it looks like. We've got about 10 minutes to go here at 6-4. A little concerned about how we've played. I mean, Houston, Jack and Haksabanovic since coming on have all been relatively poor. But thankfully we just managed to beat them with the sheer quality of our strike force. Haksabanovic finds Barjonas, who tees one up, but it does just go over the bar. And it looks like it'll only be the 2-goal victory with a 6-4 scoreline. Even though we were 6-2 to the good earlier on. Falkirk kept going. I mean, if Falkirk keep playing with this kind of ability up top, then you'd imagine they're going to survive the drop this season. It's knocked forward. 10 minutes to go though. 6-4 looks to be the scoreline. A bit disappointed at the complacency at the back, of course, but in terms of the strike force, still good. Naismith tries it in low, and it's actually turned in by Kevin O'Hara. It is now 6-5. Let's just shut up shop and play safe here. And it's a hat-trick from O'Hara now as well. Here we go, we're kicking off. Morelos to Afif. Whistle, ref. Just blow the whistle. Wallace, Borthwick, Jackson. Blow the whistle, please. Jack, Barjonas, Afif. Morelos, there's the whistle. What a weird game this has been. Or what a weird second half. I don't know what to tell them. A good win, boys. Let's just go with that. Let's just keep it simple. But conceding the 5 goals is a bit sketchy, I'll say. Nonetheless, let's just move on. We've got the 6 points from 2 away games to open the season. Scored 11 goals. We'll just ignore the fact that we conceded more than that. Oh, and we've scored... I don't know why the text has gone bold all of a sudden, by the way. I don't know if that's some kind of update that's happened. Rangers' 6-5 win against Falkirk in the Premiership is a new record high-scoring league game. The previous record for the highest-scoring league game was the 10-0 win against Hibernian in the Scottish Premiership on December 1st, 1898. So, of course, 11 goals from this one and obviously the 10 from that one. So, a good performance. Although that gives me cause for concern going into this Olympiacos game. If we're going to be so vulnerable at the back, then it's not beyond Olympiacos to actually get back into this one. They're obviously miles behind on aggregate, but if we defend like that, they could well get back at us. So possibly going to rotate a bit less than I would have done otherwise. But obviously the strike force is dragging us through the start of the season. We've done so well, scored so many goals. Obviously in the league and in Europe so far. We have beaten Olympiacos. Is it 4-1 we beat Olympiacos? It was 4-1 we beat Olympiacos. So they need 4 goals here coming to Ibrox. Hopefully we can just go beat them. I mean, a team that you beat 4-1 away from home, you expect to go and beat them at home. So hopefully we don't even need to think about that at all. We just go and wipe the floor with them. St Johnstone and Hibs draw 1 each. They're down at the bottom of the league for the start of the season. Fopala doesn't score. Danny Finlayson doesn't play that great in the Morton draw. And we're going to play Olympiacos now and hopefully do the Champions League group stage draw, because we should hopefully be in that. Morelos not quite fit, should be monitored. Ditto O'Halloran. It's a bit of a concern. Odson Edward is for some reason substitute number 8. We'll put him on for Gamboa there. Mitchell, Jack, Haksabanovic moving up a bit, and Odson Edward down the bottom of the bench. Are we going to rotate? I don't think we will, actually. I think we're going to just go with the full strength lineup. So that will be Fulton, Byram, Cardoso, Wallace, Borthwick, Jackson, Barjonas, Cataldi, O'Halloran, Henderson, Afif and Morelos. That is going to be our lineup for this game today. We're not going to rotate, given that scare against Falkirk. 4-4-1-1 today from Olympiacos. We're just going to tell them, go and carry on straight off for where you finished the last match by conceding 3 goals in a row. Here we go. Barring any disaster, we should get through this tie. And Morelos is injured. Okay, that could be the disaster. Right, come on, let me bring Odson Edward on. There we go. He'll be a target man up front, but other than that, it doesn't really change much for us today. Proto, who saved a penalty out in Greece, knocking it out to the defenders. A bit of a poor touch. Edward nicks it. Come on, score. Right across the keeper. Oof! Nearly puts it through the keeper. It comes back to him, and Odson Edward gets us off to an absolute flyer after coming on for Morelos. 5.5 minutes, and it is 1-0 on the day. It doesn't change anything for Olympiacos, of course. They still just need the 4 goals, but that'll now take us to extra time rather than putting them straight through. But that's the start we needed to calm down any nerves. Borthwick Jackson throws it to Henderson. Cataldi tees her up. Barjonas can't win the header. Just come back to Henderson. Rolls it in. Barjonas has a shot. Oh, just over the bar. I thought that was going top corner for a second. But it's good to see these young players getting into the team. Young Scottish players as well. Barjonas, Henderson, Fulton. Whipped in. Kaka's header hits the woodwork and it'll be away by Barjonas. Mm, 25 minutes gone. It is still 1-0. Statistically very even though. 6 shots on target. 6 shots and 2 on target apiece. It's been a lot better today for Olympiacos, I suppose, as it goes forward for Okaka. Good challenge, Cardoso, but Pardo manages to get onto it. It's into Maxime, tries to play it across. It's broke to Ojaja, and it's a good save by Fulton. Pardo's free kick over the bar, and it looks like we're going to make it to half-time with a 1-0 scoreline in our favour, 1-0 lead. And this should carry us comfortably into the group stages. And obviously who we get in that draw is going to be massively important. I'm passionately going to say I'm very pleased because we've got a really strong lead when you take aggregate into account. I'm going to bring Houston on for O'Halloran. He still needs lots of game time as a winger to try and perfect that position. I still believe in Jordan Houston's ability to be a winger going forward. He's not going to get into the side for a while with Sam Byram at right back. So hopefully he can, if he can play more positions down that right hand side, then he'll get more game time, much more game time. As Fulton knocks this long, Odsonne Edouard completely surrounded, but the header breaks harmlessly to Murray Wallace into Henderson, knocks it long. It's a terrible ball though. Henderson winning it back. Edouard competing, can't get there though, over the top for Okaka, but so easy for Fulton. It just comes right back to him. He'll ping it out to Byram. Still need to look at Fulton's technical stats actually, his passing ability. Barjonas, that's a lovely pass to Henderson. Cataldi found in space. Will he rattle one or will he find a fief perhaps? No, he goes out to Borthwick Jackson. Cross it, son. Oh, it's a terrible cross, easily blocked, but Cataldi will get this. He's looked so good, Cataldi, the Italian, since coming in. Lovely crossfield pass for Byram. He finds Houston. Into Cataldi now. Henderson's in front of him. Finds him. Henderson now out to a fief. Pings it for Houston. Can he cross it for Edouard? He can. Odsonne Edouard. Oh my days, what a goal that is. What a team goal. A fief pings it across. Finds Houston coming in. Houston rolls it back across. Tees up Odsonne Edouard, who can't miss. And it's excellent play. 2-0. And that will give us a bunch of confidence going into the group stage games. Cataldi will come off for Ryan Jack once again. Just as Cataldi finds his feet, finds his fitness coming back for that injury, of course. And also very pleasing with Morelos going down with injury today in the 3rd minute. Odsonne Edouard coming on, bagging those 2 goals, 8.8 performance. And, by the way, the defence, all playing well today, on for a clean sheet in the last 5 minutes. We'll put that Falkirk game down as a freak occurrence if we do manage to get the clean sheet here. Borthwick Jackson, a fief. Henderson now. Edouard's on for a hat-trick, which of course Morelos got last time out. Barjonas' reverse ball. Can Houston score his own? He tries to tee up a fief, and he does tee up a fief. 3-0. Akram Afif once again looking such a good player on that left-hand side. And Jordan Houston, since coming on at half-time to play that right-wing position, has 2 assists. Couldn't have asked for it to go any better today as the juggernaut continues rolling on at the start of the season. Come on, don't you dare let them score. There's a run on. Huge chance here. Ian Fulton to try and save. What a save, son. Ian Fulton should have preserved the clean sheet. 2 minutes left in the game, and we have a 7-1 aggregate lead right now over Olympiacos. When this tie was drawn, honestly, I feared the worst. They've got some good players in this side. I mean, the likes of Stefano Okaka, for example, he'd be a starter in the SPL, no problem. Gianni Otas puts it back in. Easy for Ryan Jack to complete the clearance up to Odsonne Edouard and Houston. Go on, young man. Nah. Gives it away in the end, and that's probably the end of this highlight, yes? No, apparently not. Olympiacos are still probing for a way forward here. Whipped out to the wing. Elyounoussi plays it inside. Come on, just pinch it. We can break here if we can pinch it. Cardoso does pinch it, but nothing to happen there. The end of the highlight. Cardoso is now injured with a couple of seconds left. We'll just restart. And as this throw-in happens, it should be game time. It is indeed game time. 3-0 on the day. Super easy victory over Olympiacos, which puts us into the group stage. Very pleased, of course, with the performance there. And we were expected to reach the playoff. We have, of course, now reached the group stage. Robbie McCrory playing well for Partick, who smashed St Mirren. Milanese playing even better. Ryan Hardy not playing great for St Mirren on the other side. David Bates doing well for Ayers under-20s. Hopefully that's just to get his fitness up before he plays for the Ayr first team in the SPL. That's obviously us through into the Champions League. 5 to 6 weeks for Morelos, which sucks, but hopefully Odsonne Edouard can step up. 6 to 7 weeks for Cardoso. Should mean he'll probably remain a Rangers player now. I don't see MD buying him while he's injured for that period of time. And there you go, that's what we're after. £11.32 million for playing in the Champions League group stages. If we look at our finance here, look at our income. Last season, total income, 53.5 million. This season already, nearly 59 million almost. So we've already made more money this season because of that Champions League money. Liam Kelly wants to leave the club, the goalkeeper. I think that's fair enough. Where are we? I can't envision you getting regular first team football anytime soon. I'll look to sell you for the good of your career. Some of these letters and things look weird with this blocky bold text. I don't know why that's up there. Anyway, we'll just offer him out to clubs. MD wants to take him, they can take him. We're not going to be using him. Speaking of goalkeepers, Ian Fulton, passing is 6, kicking is 11, so it's not bad. First touch 7, he's not bad for a goalkeeper. And he's still 18 years old. That is insane. And he's not 19 until January. I mean, he is going to be some player. He's still got 5-star overall potential. Crazy stuff. And he is better than Wes Fodringham already. Wes Fodringham was actually better at passing and stuff, but Ian Fulton being that good at only 18 is just nuts, to be honest. But that is it for this episode. After we do, of course, the group stage draw. Don't worry, I've no forgot. That's it in terms of games for this episode, at least. Rangers lose key man, of course. Hernan Perez being advised to look at. Let's look at him. He looks okay, but 31 years of age, and he would cost us nearly 6 million. No thanks. No offers for Liam Kelly. Jack Adamson injured, but here we go. We are seeded 4th for the draw. Are we the least? We are indeed the least ranked team in it. We only have a 7.5, and the next lowest is Dynamo Zagreb with 26. So it's going to take us a while before we get out of that 4th seed pot. Nonetheless, let's draw the groups. Inter, Monaco, United, CSKA, City, Benfica, Leipzig and Real Madrid. Spurs, Bayern, Juve, Barca, PSG, Chelsea, Napoli and Dortmund. Pot 2 was worse there, I would say, by a fair distance. Okay, pot 3, Marseille, Bilbao, Leverkusen, Dynamo Kiev, Valencia, Shakhtar, Ajax and Milan. So, now it's us now. Do we want Group 1, Inter, Spurs and Marseille? We could maybe pinch 3rd off of Marseille there. Maybe we could beat Inter to 1st. So that'd be an okay group. We don't get that one. Fenerbahce in there. Group B, we'd be looking to pinch 3rd off Bilbao. That's a pretty harsh group. Don't really want this one. Zagreb get it. Man United, Juve, Leverkusen. We don't want that one. We'd probably finish 4th. We'd be competing with Leverkusen maybe for 3rd, but this would be a bad group. We don't get it. Basel get that. The next group, actually, we probably want this one. The Barcelona group. CSK, Moscow and Dynamo Kiev. We could compete with both of them for 2nd place, I think. We don't get it. That goes to Salzburg. Group E, of course, the top 2 will be City and PSG. We maybe want this group because we can compete with Valencia, but I'd rather get Group G, probably. Group E goes to Besiktas. Group F, Shakhtar, Benfica, Chelsea. We could maybe compete with Shakhtar, Benfica if we play really well. We don't get that. That goes to Bruges. Now, this is where it really comes down to. We either get Group G, which is probably the best group. We could end up. I mean, really, we could end up anywhere in that group with these teams. You'd probably expect Napoli to be the top team, but who knows? Maybe Leipzig even, actually. It's going to be a tough group either way. But then if we don't get Group G, we're in with Real Madrid, Dortmund and Milan, which we really don't want. So we need Group G here. And we get Group H. So there's the group. Real Madrid, Dortmund and AC Milan. I don't fancy our chances. We could maybe beat AC Milan. Where did they finish in last season's Serie A? Of course, Inter won it. Milan were second. They were actually joint on 79 points. So that's going to be a really tough group. And of course, Real Madrid and Dortmund, absolute juggernauts. So we've got some exciting games to come, shall we say, in the Champions League group stage. But another good episode for the strikers, even if the defenders let us down a little bit against Falkirk. 6-5, hell of a game in terms of excitement, I will say at least, as we round up this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. The strikers obviously providing so much entertainment at the start of this season. Let's hope that doesn't dry up anytime soon. If you have enjoyed the episode, please click the like button down below. It really does help out the channel. If you want to follow the series, of course you can subscribe, which I'd be greatly appreciative of. As I said on yesterday's video as well, if you've been watching, maybe you follow the series but you've never actually clicked the subscribe button. If you could click the button to help the numbers get up, I'd greatly appreciate it. I've never been one who's been particularly focused on getting the numbers up or anything, but YouTube at the moment is going through some policy changes and they seem somewhat obsessed with the subscriber count and things. So if you would click the button, I'd be greatly appreciative of that. But mostly I just want to say thank you for watching. Of course, the number one thing that I will always be appreciative of is watching the videos, of course. I'm delighted to see when folk are watching our journey here, shall we say. But I don't want to prattle on for too long. I will be seeing you guys next time when we take on Dundee United, current Premiership leaders Dundee United, and then we finally get to face Queen of the South in the League Cup second round. So that'll be next time. We'll see some young players probably against Queen of the South, so that'll be an interesting game to come back and see. We're at Ibrox for those 2 games in a row, so hopefully we can give the crowd some nice home victories. But that'll be next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.